and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a very exciting video. I haven't done a video in like this so long. I'm going to be doing a full face testing out new products. I'm super excited. I have collected products over the course of my birthday where I received a lot of makeup, and I was like, okay, let's test it out in a video today. So I've been trying so hard not to play around with all the makeup that I received, because I'm like, it has to be for a video. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I wanted to play with, I received this about 2.5 weeks ago. It is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. So I received this. I paid about 150 rand for this. So I paid 150 rand, 60 rand shipping. I thought it would be a nice little addition to my kit. I've heard wonderful things about this, and also the Ordinary as a brand is just so nice. So this is their silicone primer. Use this as the last step in your skincare regimen, either on its own or as a makeup primer. So this is what the packaging looks like. It comes in a box like that. And it says it's a high adherence blurring surface smoother and primer. So like, I've heard a lot about this. So I think I'm gonna, should I use my hands or should I use a brush? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Okay, well I'm gonna apply with my fingers because that's how I normally apply primers. Oh my god, it's white. I was not expecting that. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay, so it doesn't have like a strong silicone smell. Kind of smells like nothing. Ooh wow. Ooh wow. I think I put too much on. Oh, but it feels so nice. Okay, I'm just gonna put it everywhere. Considering that it's a primer. So let's just put it everywhere. And I'm going to be using a new well not new, but I'm going to be testing out a newish foundation. So that I can test the primer on this, as well as the longevity and wear time of the new foundation. So let's just have a squiz about how my skin looks. Let's get my mirror. Okay, so skin looks normal. I'm not noticing anything completely different. The skin looks lovely though, like it feels soft, very soft. In certain angles my pores look great, but in some angles like head on it looks a bit dodgy. But ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the foundation. So the foundation I'm going to be testing out and also seeing how long it wears is the Benefit Hello Happy. Now I received this first as a tester and I was like, this is amazing, and then finally for my birthday I got it. Finally, I've been wanting it for so long. This I think retails for $4.60, so it's quite a bit, but from like my first impressions wearing it, it is a lovely foundation. So this is their soft blur foundation. It is a sheer to medium coverage liquid foundation and it has SPF 15 in it. So the packaging is lovely. I just wish that it wasn't shaped like this, because it is such an awkward thing and it just kind of pours out everywhere if you have it upside down, but you do have to shake it. So and it's such like an awkward like you know. But anyway, I'm just gonna put some, almost 2 pumps I would kind of call it, and on one side I'm going to apply it with this is also new. This is the mini expert face brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to brush it in to my skin. So yeah, a little does go a long way. It is sheer coverage, which I like for when I have clients and when I just have like drinks or dinner or breakfast. Nothing too hectic, because I don't want to put too much layers on my skin. So I'm just going to buff the excess onto my forehead. And then I'm going to be testing out the Wet n Wild sponge. So now I've wet it, but now this is what the packaging came in. And that is the size of the Beauty Blender. This is probably the biggest kind of blender, and it is so squishy. I've never ever experienced a Beauty Blender that squishy. Just going to grab my mirror. Let's have a look how it looks on the brush side. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. It is a nice foundation. And then I'm just going to blend in this side with my sponge. Okay, so I don't think it's absorbed as much product as some of my other sponges, but I do prefer how it looks with the foundation with the brush. So I'm just going to add a little bit more on the brush because I've noticed there is a bit of a coverage difference, which is usually like that. Usually a sponge does give you less coverage, but I'm just going to apply it where I need a little bit more coverage. The foundation is looking very, very beautiful on the skin though. Okay, there is a huge difference to how the foundation is performing on top of the primer. How the foundation is performing on top of the primer, my pores are a lot more enlarged with the sponge than it is with the brush only side. So I don't know if my camera will pick this up. I'm hoping that it can, but this area here is a lot more textured with regards to my pores and how my skin looks in general, but this side looks a lot better with the primer. I don't know if it's showing. I really hope it is. Okay, well, let's move on. So I'm not going to put concealer on my eyes just yet because I do still want to do eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be testing out today is the Tarteist Pro palette. This is probably one of the most stunning Tarte palettes I have ever seen in my life. This is how it looks. I love the amount of matte shades that I'm getting in this palette. This retails on the Tarte website for about 750 Rand. But obviously if you import it here through sellers it will be higher, or if you import it straight from Tarte, your customs will be high as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the palette. So I got this palette secondhand from a fellow makeup artist, Nadia. She charged $6.50 with this and I grabbed it so quickly. I'm surprised her head isn't still spinning. So you get a large amount of mattes and only 4 shimmers, which I was super stoked about because most palettes tend to have a lot more shimmers than mattes, and I'm like, I need matte shades. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some concealer to my eyelids, and then so we can prep them for the eyeshadow. By the way, this Wet n Wild sponge costed me 60 Rand. Okay, so you get 20 shades in this palette, 16 of which are all mattes and 4 are shimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and start by applying the eyeshadow to the eyes. And I have no idea what I want to do because I'm like so totally out of whack. Usually I do my concealer and my eyebrows first and then I do my foundation. Oh no, concealer, eyebrows, eyeshadow, foundation, and now I'm like primer, foundation, eyeshadow. It's whack. Okay, so no idea. Let's start off with the shade Innocent as our transition. Just grab that stunning, it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but it's very, very stunning. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my crease. I really was drawn to this palette because majority of the colors are cool toned in this palette, and I don't have a lot of cool tones all in one palette, so I was like, this is perfect for brides, because brides for some reason tend to go for more of a cool toned look. But anyway, this is blending lovely. I have tried I think one other mini eyeshadow palette from Tarte and it was great, so I'm assuming this will be just as amazing. Yeah, that looks amazing. Okay. Undertone is a bit weird though. It looks a bit different pan than it does on the eyeball. Okay, those blended so good. Okay, the next color, I don't know. Don't want to go too cool tone, don't want to go a bit warm. There's so many lovely berry shades in here, but I think I'll save that for another day. Let's go ahead and maybe add some indie, which is this cool tone, almost lilac. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't even know. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to add that to the crease. Oh, that shows up quite nicely actually. These are very, very powdery shadows. They do blend quite creamy. So I'm just going to take these colors a bit further out, just to be a bit more sultry and smoky. By the way, it smells amazing. This doesn't smell like eyeshadow at all. It smells like sweets. I don't know how they do it. Okay, these eyeshadows are blending so well. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Then I'm just going to take a bit of, I think, edgy. Let's take some edgy. And I'm going to pop that on the outer corner of my eye. Then I'm just going to take some on this blending brush as well and just blend it into the crease. I'm going to keep the brown quite towards the end, not so much all the way into the inner corner. I'm going to keep the inner corner quite light. That's a really nice brown. Just going to add a bit more just to deepen the color. Just going to add a tiny bit more in this socket area here and just drag it out. Okay, so that's how it's looking. This is blending so beautifully. I'm so happy with how that's looking. Like, I'm so glad I got this palette. Even though I've only used like 3 colors, I can just tell that this is going to be a staple for like my kits and for myself if I ever want to use some bougie eyeshadows. Heck, I might just keep this for myself. Fuck the kits. Love this brown so much. I'm just going to take some of the indie color and just blend out the edges on the side a bit more. Oh yeah, this is so beautiful. Now I know why Tarte eyeshadows are so expensive. Damn, I'm actually glad I got this second hand though, so that I could play, but now I'm like, I want them all. I sound like a crazy person. There is a, I think this is the Tarte Pro, and then there's the Tarte Pro number 2, which has all of those like amazing teal blue shades, and I've been obsessed with teal and blue lately. I just want to like, oh my god, this is blending so well. Oh, it's so pretty. Love that. Now I don't know what shimmer shade, because there's only 4. But I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Glam. And when I swatch these, oh my god, if you guys are ever curious about palettes that I swatch, and if you want to see the colors and how they look on quite a fair skin tone, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. I have a whole separate header highlight thing called swatches, and you can go and check them out. Like, these swatched like oh, so good. Okay. So let's grab a brush, and I'm going to put Fix Plus on it because I always do that with my shadows, because I am a pigment whore and I really like pigmented shimmer shades. So I'm just going to spray some on my brush, and I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to create like a really just a glowy blended mess. Oh, that's stunning. By the way, guys, new location again. I'm sorry, I keep on moving my room around, and I got a stand for my ring light, so now I can put it anywhere. I'm so excited. Okay, I think I want to add a bit of black as well. Just because this look is already so smoky, I want to add a little bit of this black shade called Punk. This was one of the, I think, one of the best swatch blacks I've ever used before. I'm going to pop some on my brush and just pack it in this little nook here. And I'm going to blend it out. Ooh, drama. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. That is a stunning eyeshadow palette. Okay, so now what else do I have in this box? Okay, so I have quite a bit of highlighters to test out, like a lot, but let's just go ahead. I want to finish up the eyes quick. I have this Ofra liquid eyeshadow in Bossy Eyes, and I really want to make the inner corner of this highlight pop like no freaking tomorrow. So let me just pop this on the inner corner of the eyes quick. And then I'll just blend it in with the same brush. I did want to use it today though, but I really wanted to focus on like the actual eyeshadow. I'll definitely use this in other looks though, like it's just not, I mean it's like, it's a liquid eyeshadow. You can pretty much do anything with it if you really wanted to. It's very nice and subtle though, but I'm sure if you packed it on it would look insane. Okay, let me just do my under eye concealer. Let me grab some of this and just pop this underneath the eyes so I can look awake. And then I'm going to blend it in using this bad boy. Very big though, so if you have small eyes, I don't know how it's quite gonna work for you, but I'm just gonna take the tape head end and just blend it in. It is so squishy, like I can't even. Okay, I'm just gonna set that down with some Essence banana powder. Alrighty, next is brows. It's myself a goof proof brow pencil. Now I hear about Benefit brows all the time, and a few weeks ago I bought the brow pomade, just a small one, but it's a bit too dark and I kind of don't like putting pomades on my eyes anymore. I don't know, I'm just over it. But I really wanted to try their pencil because the Catrice one that I was supposed to kind of do in this video because it was fairly new is finished, and that pencil was 60 rand, and I can't buy an eyebrow pencil every 2 weeks because I'll literally be spending so much money on my eyebrows. So I went into Edgar's Beauty, and I found this little guy that came with a mini for only 375 rand. So a big one already costs like that amount, and the fact that I could get a mini was amazing. So the packaging is so cool in this thing. It comes with a spoolie and then the product on the end. I got it in the shade 4.5. I kind of wanted it dark but not too dark, so I got kind of in the middle. So this kind of reminds me of the Makeup Revolution one I tested out for you guys a few months ago, but I was like, I want something more bougie. Even though the Makeup Revolution one is good, it's just like, I wanted to try out this one to see what the hype was about. I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows. My eyebrows are always a hot mess. So I'm just going to mimic like a few hair strokes and then just like fill them in. I'm not going to do a crazy defined brow, but I do want to see how it looks. I'm going with like a very light hand, showing up quite easily on, and it's quite a nice tone. And then I'm just going to brush it through again, but there's no harsh lines. So that's a nice pencil. It's really like, it's not too pigmented to a point where you're like, fuck, what have I done to my eyebrows? I think it's a nice amount of pigment. Okay, so I really like this pencil for making it look like you don't have anything on your brows. Like, it literally doesn't look like I filled in my brows at all. That's amazing. Okay, so update on the foundation. It does oxidize, and I did get it in the lighter shade, if you guys can't already tell. Yeah, so it does oxidize. You can see there. Does oxidize a bit, but it is a very matte foundation. Like, it's very nice and matte. So yeah, it's looking okay. With the primer, like, I just really like this foundation. So it looks like my pores have kind of settled in with each other, almost looks like. So let's finish off the eyes. I'm gonna grab some of that edgy color. Blend in with that smoky outness. Keep it like really nice and sultry. Okay, let's move on to the face makeup. So I don't think I've spoken about this palette a lot, and it definitely deserves a lot more screen time than I do give out. But I just want to quickly talk about this. It's not exactly new. I have used it on my channel before, but I just want to say that this Cover FX palette is literally so nice. I don't really use the highlighters too much because I have so many and I want to use like all my highlighters. I do use this when I go out and I need like a blush, highlighter, bronzer and everything, so that's what I'll use. But for majority of the time, I really like the contour and the blush in this. This was in one of the boxy charms this year, and someone was selling it because it wasn't their skin type, unfortunately, and I grabbed it so quickly, and it is, I think I paid about $250, $300 around there, and this retails for like a lot more than what we got it for here. But I love it so much. It is such a nice color. It blends so well as well. Oh, I love it. And the blush is also, like, everything in this palette is so pigmented. Like, you really do have to go with a light hand. I'm gonna pop some on my forehead as well. From the palette, it's very pretty. It's very pigmented. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks. See, it's like very pigmented. But I do really enjoy the colour though. I'm going to take that same brush that we used to blend the contour, just so that it's a little less harsh. Okay, so let's talk about highlighters. This is the exciting part. Okay, so I was given these two highlighters in PR from one of my favorite local South African brands, See Me. So they sent me, I believe they have 3 shades, but they sent me 2. I got 01 and 02. So one is more of a purple pearlescent and one is more of a bronze. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them. I have swatched them, but I got them so long ago, like literally a month ago. And I forgot what they look like. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them so that I can see what they look like. I'm just going to blend it with the brush. Okay, so here is the bronze one and then there's the purple one. I think the bronze one might be maybe just a bit too dark for my skin tone. But I'm going to go ahead and put maybe the pearlescent one instead, and then maybe I can put like a purple cheeky cheekbone enhancer from Ofra that I also have to test out for you guys. Okay, so I believe these, I think these retail for 150. If I made a mistake, I'll put a little card on the screen. But it's a very thick consistency. A lot of the highlighters that I usually have experience with like are a bit thinner, like they're like so thin it just runs out like water, but this is a thicker consistency that I'm used to. So I'm just going to pop some on my hand little by little, and then you can see how they work on the skin. Whoa, that is like, it's got little chunks of glitter in it. That's so pretty. Just gonna take the bum of the Beauty Blender. Holy shit, that is. Woo! That is see me come through. I don't mind chunks of glitter in my highlighter because I am a bougie bitch. I like having my highlight. People know that I wear highlighter. Like, look at me, I'm wearing highlighter, can you tell? Yeah, but that is freaking beautiful. Like that, the color is so pretty. It's kind of like a silver vibe going on there. But then I also have another highlighter to test out. And then I thought in my young brain that I would stop buying highlighters after I bought the MAC mineralized one. No, that's not happening. So not only do I have an Ofra one to test out, but I have a Stella. So this is a putty. Okay, so we're dealing with a lot of different formulas today. This is a putty highlighter, and this, are you ready for this? Okay, this retailed for 239 Rand, marked down from 650. What? So I had to get it. This was the only shade. This was the shade Heaven's Hue highlighter, and it is a putty. Now I've never experienced a putty highlighter before until I swatched it one day in the shop, and I was like, that's so weird. I would never want to buy it for so expensive just in case it's shit. And then here I am. So that's what it looks like. It's very white, but it doesn't feel like anything. It's weird. So that's what it looks like just on the skin, and it's so freaking pretty. But I'm gonna go ahead and see how it applies with a brush first. I'm just gonna take a brush like this. It's a fan brush, and I want to see how it looks on the skin with a brush. Okay, that is freaking stunning for a putty. Like, oh my gosh. Wow. It kind of leaves, I don't want to say a white cast, but I do look a tad bit grey on this side. It's very white. I'm just going to pop some on my nose as well. And then I'm going to take some down my nose here. That is very blinding. Ooh, this one you can see is a lot more chunky glitter. That's like fun. This is very, very refined. I'm just going to blend the edges where it looks a bit harsh. Wow. That is a crazy highlighter combo. Okay, so then I got this little cheeky cheekbone enhancer. This is from Ofra. I don't know how much I paid for this. I don't know, but it's very pearlescent. And I wish I could bring it up to show you, else it will just fall everywhere. But, where's that brush? I'm going to take some on just a normal eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to pop it over because it has that same kind of undertone. I'm going to pop it over the... Oh wow, I'm going to pop it over... Oh, that's pretty. Over this seamy one. Ooh, that is stunning. That is such a stunning combination. I would love to see this as an eyeshadow as well. Let's pop some on this side as well. That is so stunning. Okay, so I'm gonna take I want to try out the bronze one, but I'm wondering if I should put it on like my collarbones or something because it's quite a deep shade. I do want to take a little bit though and maybe put it on my brow bone just to tie in with the bronze because we've got a lot of colors on the face at the moment. I do want to see how this looks on like the skin though. So I've just got a little bit on my brush. I'm going to take the excess off on my finger. And I'm going to pop that on the brow bone. Oh, that's pretty. Just taking just a little bit though, not too much. Ooh, that's stunning. I actually think I could have pulled it off my skin. You just have to go with a little amount at a time. But I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara, fluff up my brows, and add some lashes because I don't have anything new in that department. But I'll be right back. Okay, never mind. I have to test out a new glue. So the new glue that I'm going to be testing out today is from Kiss Beauty. I've never ever tried this brand before, but I went into Clicks. I needed to get new Ardell lash glue, but they didn't have, so I was like, let me test this out. I've heard amazing things about it. So this is what it looks like. It comes in a like a tube instead of like a ordinary tube. But it says it is a clear glue and it lasts for like 24 hours. This is what it looks like. It comes in with like an applicator, which is cool. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some glue to the lashes. And I hope it's good. It was all of 60 Rand. So I'm just going to allow that to get a bit tacky. As you should with all eyelash glue. I'm really liking this. It looks really similar to the one I did a couple of weeks ago testing out the Pluise, but I just love this color combination so much. Okay, let's go ahead and apply it. Oh, that looks so juicy. Hey guys, so here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see any other brands like first impressions and reviews and stuff like that, please let me know down in the comments below. Let's just have a quick chat about everything. There's nothing that I hate out of the products that I tested. I will keep you guys posted throughout the day how the primer looks and how the foundation wears, because I feel like that's important. So I can't just leave the review up here. So everything else I'm pretty stoked with. Like the highlighters, all of them are stunning. They all have like a unique kind of look. Like the See Me is chunky and glittery, and it's very, very out there. So if you're an out there kind of girl like I am, you'll absolutely love it. It looks stunning on the chest. I use it with a bronzy one for the body. The cheek topper is also super stunning. You could probably even use it on its own as eyeshadow. I could probably imagine if you can put a little bit of like an Inglot Duraline in it, and you could make like some epic pearlescent liner. The only thing that bothered me kinda about the Stila highlighter is that from straight on, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but straight on it does make my skin look a bit gray, but the nose area looks like super stunning, and I'm wondering if I use it anywhere else, like in a corner, that kind of thing, it'll probably also look super stunning. But it is a stunning color nonetheless. Eyeshadow, favorite part of this whole thing, absolutely love. I can't wait to do more looks with that, play around with the berries. Oh, I love that palette so much. I want to get more. Brows I love natural brows. I just feel like if I have too of a harsh brow with my lighter hair and the shorter hair, I feel like it's a bit unbalanced, and it quite doesn't match my vibe. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like the effect. You probably could get a defined brow with that pencil. Yeah, I'm very, very happy. Majority of the stuff I absolutely love. Please excuse my stained lips. I've just taken off my lipstick. So let's just do a check-in. So I had finished like majority of my makeup at about 1:45, but obviously I had the foundation on a lot longer than that. So this is now the 4-hour mark. So let's just have a look. I'm looking a bit shiny. Yeah, the foundation looks like it's oxidized more than what it was. I don't know if it's just because it's now nighttime, it's like the lighting's a lot more harsher. But eyeshadow still looks great. Yeah, so the foundation, it looks fine. Like, I have no worries, I have no issues. It hasn't settled in any of my laugh lines or smile lines. I'm just looking a bit oily where I usually am oily. So even though the foundation is matte, it doesn't claim that it's like super long lasting matte effect. It's just like it's foundation. So bearing in mind I didn't set my face with powder at all like I usually would, unless it's underneath my eyes, which I usually always do. So I didn't set my face with powder or setting spray. I think my pores they still look okay. I can still see them. I just don't think that the primer was extremely pore refining on me, because I don't have like issues with pores. Like, everybody's gonna have pores, so if you have like extra enlarged pores, maybe you should try it, because then it would be more beneficial to you. I just bought it because I was like, this sounds good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end like the check-in now, because I think 4 hours is enough time to like see if a foundation works for you or not. It's very rare lately that I wear foundation for like more than 10 hours. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.